profile says a lot about your business. Your name, bio, header image, and profile picture should all work together to tell the story of your brand. Let's look at the big picture of why your profile is so pivotal to your brand's success on Twitter. Anytime someone types on your username or visits your page directly, they'll have an opportunity to step into an experience that you've intentionally crafted for them. You have a few moments to capture their interest and provide a visual cue that they can identify with. All of this is in the hope that they're going to read your tweets or choose to follow you. When you really think about it, your Twitter profile is a landing page. Consider your own browsing habits. You'll likely make decisions based on the look and feel of a particular page. If something feels off, maybe it's lack of cohesiveness or a bad color palette. Either way, you might have trouble trusting the experience. If you click on a particular product and the images are bold and radical, you might either identify with the brand or be put off. Use your Twitter profile to speak directly to the demographic you want to target. To show you what I mean, I've pulled up the LinkedIn Twitter profile. Right away we see that LinkedIn logo. Really recognizable. There's also a header image that contains visual elements related to the LinkedIn brand and what it is all about, along with the text or hashtag in it together. If I look below the profile image, I can see the username LinkedIn. Below that is the bio. If I look over the bio, it's here that I can see everything that I need to know about this account, in one or a couple short sentences. Here we see there are 20 million jobs on LinkedIn. Find one meant for you. Hashtag in it together. And then they also have a link to their LinkedIn help department. Basically, that's LinkedIn customer service on Twitter. You'll also notice they've brought a relevant hashtag in the bio, in it together. And they've tied that in with the header image at the top. Right now we can tell that the conversation that LinkedIn wants to have is about being in it together. So when it comes to creating an experience, you can start by asking yourself, what is the most important aspect to the customer? LinkedIn's answer to that is that there are 20 million jobs on LinkedIn, and that we're more powerful as a collective to find jobs, create jobs, and basically support one another from that aspect. For your brand, how can you create that cohesive viewpoint on Twitter like LinkedIn? Craft the bio first of all that does use a language your target demo before you start growing your Twitter fan base. You'll want to spend some time setting up your photo and header image. Together we're going to walk through the process of selecting great imagery and uploading it to your Twitter profile. The first thing you'll notice is that we are on the Profile tab for Audrey Topsy, which is a Topsy Cake Design account, and you'll know what tab you're on by looking at the left-hand menu, and we'll select Profile in order to get that header image uploaded, or the profile picture. You're going to select Edit Profile. Just to the right of the profile image, here you can see that we have no header image uploaded, but we do have a profile picture. The profile photo is a thumbnail that displays next to every tweet that you publish. The profile photo is arguably the most important visual element of your Twitter profile, and when paired alongside your handle, it provides immediate brand visibility. As a business, you usually want your logo for this. However, it is important to remember that Twitter will scale this image down to a pretty small size and a circular icon. If you have a complex logo or a word mark with little imagery, you may want to create something unique for Twitter. At the end of the day, you really want to choose an image that perfectly represents your brand, be it a logo, photo, or some sort of iconography. Select the camera icon, and it's going to take you to the place in your computer where you are going to locate the image that you want to upload. I'm simply going to select that file, choose Open, and it's here that this media dialog box is going to show up. I have the option of cropping it, or moving the image around if necessary. When it is set up perfectly, choose Apply. You'll notice then that Twitter automatically places it in that circular frame. Next up is a header photo. And this is really where you can showcase your brand. It's where new followers and visitors will get an immediate sense of who your company is. I recommend uploading a header image that's at least 1,500 by 500 pixels. And once you've identified something, it's an identical process to adding the profile photo. We're going to simply select the camera icon, and I'm going to choose the header image that I have created for my account, and select Open. It's here again that we have some editing options. Once that looks good, just select Apply, and it's here that we can see the header has been applied. I'm going to go ahead and choose Save, so we can see how it looks on the profile itself. And here, now that we're on the profile, we can see the header image has been uploaded, and that we also have a nice alongside a high-quality header image and profile photo should be a clear, concise bio that describes your brand. Your Twitter bio is visible on your profile page, and when a user clicks on your handle for more information, it's what they see first. It's your chance to share a message that inspires people to follow you. A Twitter bio is short, around 160 characters short. I typically tell people to think of a company's bio like an elevator pitch, but in the case of Twitter, an elevator pitch is even too long. What you need is a pitch you give when someone is already stepping off the elevator and the doors are closing behind you. What's the most important thing that that person needs to know? Typically, you want to tell someone your unique selling point, why you're qualified, and how to find you, or a call to action. You want to stand out from the crowd. You're going to be adding your Twitter bio from your profile page, and that's where I am here. Currently, I'm on the Topsy Cake Design profile, and you'll always locate your profile using the menu at the left. Currently we can see the Topsy Cake Design bio, and it's right underneath the username. Here we can see that it says designing custom all-natural cakes for my clients is my passion. View our selection of cakes, and then the link. A great feature of a bio is the ability to include links, handles, and even hashtags. And this really can bring your profile to life, and lend credibility that you understand Twitter, the ecosystem, and are engaged in the community. Let's go ahead and select Edit Profile. That's going to take us deeper into the bio. This is also where you will be able to edit your own. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can communicate who you are and what you do, and there's also an opportunity to have a never-changing, ever-rotating bio. The best thing to do when you're learning marketing is to test, so perhaps you find that you have some specific hashtags or links in your bio that perform really well. The only way you're going to know that they're performing well is by testing them out. Let's go ahead and change up this bio and see what we can come up with. Okay, so we've changed this around a little bit. Notice that we also now have a hashtag. We've also removed the link from the bio, and we're going to let that live under the website category. That means that we get a bit more space, so we change it to I Bake Award-winning cakes. Winner of the Baker of the Year 2017 to 2018 and semi-finalist in the Great Bake Off 2020. Now accepting orders. This is a great place to really establish your credibility. I love when people add their awards or publications, or anything that really lends how professional they are in a specific niche. Below that, we have the location, so with brick and mortar, it's especially important to be able to share your location. If you're a digital nomad, this might not be as pertinent, so you might be putting the place that you are currently. Maybe it's Bali, Indonesia, or you're in Ireland for a month, so you can be creative with that, because remember, your bio can be dynamic. Below is the website, so that's a link that's going to show up. That's where you want people to take action. And then underneath is the birth date, so here you can choose whether it's your business's Twitter is built around short, timely messages. This means that something important might get pushed further and further down your business's Twitter page because you're constantly sharing new information and engaging with your customers. Twitter has a feature called pinned tweets to help with this. This lets you select a particular tweet to appear at the top of your stream. When users then visit your profile, they'll see it displayed in a larger font and at the top of the page, regardless of when you actually published the message. This is really useful if you're hoping to get extra engagement on the tweet or if you have an important message to your customers. A pinned tweet is all about the experience that you create for users arriving at your profile for the first time. It can supplement your bio, contain rich media such as video or an image, or even include a link with a descriptive call to action. To pin a tweet to your profile, you need to select an existing tweet that you've already published. You'll find that tweet either from your feed or from your profile page. I'm here on the profile page for Topsy-Turvy Cake Design. I'm going to locate the tweet that I'm going to pin. First, I want to call your attention. We do have a pinned tweet. Notice that it shows right at the top of the stream. And I want to point out this is a perfect tweet to pin, so it really highlights the portfolio from Topsy Cake Design. It shows off the cakes. It's like a rotating portfolio, so that's perfect. If I want to pin the tweet below instead, I'm simply going to select the down arrow and then it's here that I have the option to pin to your profile. When I select that, it's going to unpin the previous one and pin this one. So I'm going to select pin. If we scroll back to the top, here we can see that this one has replaced that video pin. And to remove it is just as easy. I'm simply going to select unpin from profile, choose unpin, and now we have no pinned tweets at the top. Pinning a tweet is a valuable tool to put your most important content front and center. Use a tweet that has a high value